What time is it? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Adventure Time, Season 8, Episodes 1 and on. Because just like last season, we're going to kind of just do as many as I end up wanting to get to at a time. And we are, we don't have to worry about like the big multi-part special thing, because that's at the end of the season this time. So we don't have to worry about that being like in the middle of the season or figuring out how to organize that otherwise. We'll just get to that when we get to that. But yeah, we're doing just whatever number of episodes we end up doing today. I have like a certain amount of them already downloaded, so just whatever we end up getting to, pretty much. I'll just determine when I feel I want to stop. That being said, so yeah, we're back. This was voted on with the poll. We did a poll for shows to return to, shows that we had started before and just needed to continue, and this is what won. And it won pretty much by a landslide. Even though at the very beginning it was a little shaky, it could have gone a couple different ways, but this is what ended up taking the lead and kind of running away with it. So, last season we had a bunch of interesting things happen, and I don't remember all of them because it's been a while, and with this series being mostly episodic, it's hard to remember everything. Honestly, the thing that I remember the most is Stakes. Stakes was the one that left a big impression on me last time. But there was also some other stuff from before that in the season involving Marceline and Bubblegum, such as the episode with those little underground varmints, I think they were called. And of course we had Princess Bubblegum get her kingdom back and wear a really nice pantsuit that showed off her legs. Which it's like, goddamn, girl. It's like you're just showing off all of those legs. So yeah, I don't remember like every single thing that happened, but we do know at least things are kind of going back to how they were before the King of Ooh took over. So that's good. I don't know exactly what's going to happen this season. I don't know like any spoilers or whatnot. I think the multi-part special at the end of the season is called like Islands or something like that. I think. There's a bunch of these multi-part specials. It's hard to remember which one like was which. I think it was Islands for this season, but I'm not 100% on that. But that's coming at the end of the season either way, so we just kind of have to get there through everything else. And like I said, we're just going to take it 1 week at a time, just do whatever amount of episodes we end up wanting to do. There's not going to be any specified limit there, or like lower limits or higher limit to how many we do. It's just gonna be like, take it as it comes. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see how this ends up going and what we end up doing with this. I hope that we get some more good episodes with some good lore, some good character work. All that stuff is She'll shush in a moment. Male person's hearing. You know, dogs have to bark at the male person. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Either way, we're gonna get this started. Not really anything else to build up to here. So before we do, I do want to remind you all that we have a lot of great content to check out on the channel. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions. And on Monday, we also do YouTube or YouTube adjacent reactions, shorts, specials, mini series that just don't have a lot of episodes, or, well, YouTube videos. Anything that doesn't quite fit into a normal series or movie reaction goes in this slot. And speaking of movie reactions, we have those every Saturday and Sunday. They're pre-recorded during the course of the week, but uploaded on the weekend, so that every day has some sort of reaction content going on for it. And we are currently going through a couple Let's Plays on the channel. We are doing Spider-Man 2 every day, because I actually finished recording for this. I actually finished recording the entire game, and I've already started recording its replacement. In fact, I've been really getting into recording its replacement because it's just been a lot of fun so far. To the point where I'm actually getting a little ahead, and it's worrying me. Because it's like, I don't want to get too far ahead. I don't want to have it too far ahead of like recording or of uploading, you know? So I'll probably make another video on this as well, but I'm going to tell you here as well, we're probably going to up it to 2 parts of Spider-Man every day. Just to try and get this closed out quicker. They'll probably be spread out as much as I can. But yeah, we're going to try to do 2 parts of Spider-Man per day, on top of our other normal reaction stuff. Just to get through it, because like I'm playing, like when I was doing Spider-Man, I was playing like 2 hours a day. I'm doing more than that. I played almost 4 hours in my second recording session of its replacement game. So I probably need to catch up, so again, I don't get too far ahead. I don't want to have the game finished before I, even get around to starting to upload it, you know? Although I don't think that would happen, but, you know. Anyway, I'm getting off point here. The point is, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is probably going to start being twice every day, but it's still going to be every day. We're also playing through Anno Mutationum on Saturdays as a donation reward Let's Play for Matthew Vasquez. If you want to know how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play, go to the channel search, and type in June Double Reward Month PS5, all one search. It should take you to the correct video that will tell you everything you need to know regarding how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play. So, all of that being said, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Let's get this started. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, because yes, we do redirect all reactions on this channel. I understand you don't want to have to click all these extra links. You'd rather it just be here, even if it were cut up. But due to the shitty copyright system that YouTube has, it's not really a safe option to put it all on here. So to remain safe from any possible channel strikes, or even worse, a channel termination, which I have dealt with in the past and don't want to deal with again, to remain safe from that, we push all the reactions off to another site. Makes it easier, makes it safer, makes it just better for everyone. So luckily, there's only one link you have to click. It's not in the description below. It takes you straight to the video. And on another plus side, just because I have to do this, I am able to give you the full unedited reaction completely free. That's right. You get to see the full unedited reaction free. No paywalls, no Patreon subscription, and you don't even have to sync up your own copy. It's just all right there in the video. I think that's pretty great, because not every reaction channel, rightly so, can get away with that. For a lot of valid reasons, they can't give you the full unedited reaction for free, or, you know, without having to sync up your own copy. But I do pride myself in being a channel that can give that to you. For reasons that they can't. I mean, monetization is a big reason, I guess. But you get the gist. So, yeah, you get to see the full unedited reactions completely free, no sync ups, no anything, just all good, just by clicking on that link. And after you watch the reaction, you can come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after Fades to Black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain not only spoilers to the episodes, but my general thoughts on that, thoughts on the season, maybe stuff related to the channel, all that kind of thing. So let me know down in the description below. What do you think of things? If you have any suggestions for the channel or whatnot, feel free to leave them. But for now, thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. This show's fucking weird, man. So, let's go over the 3 episodes we had. We had, Broke His Crown, Don't Look, and I can't think of what the third one is called at this point. Let me see if I can bring up the titles. I want to have the titles, you know. So give me a second here. Beyond the Grotto. So, Broke His Crown is the start to the season and covers like the topics that we've had before regarding Ice King's crown being hacked by Betty. This is something we saw before and hadn't gotten any resolution for yet, so now we got it. It seems like Betty was trying to fix Ice King through his crown, from what we gathered with what the malware virus, whatever you want to call it, is. So we definitely know that Betty is still in there and is trying to rescue Simon, but I feel like there's a lot more to this that we still haven't like found out or figured out and everything. Meanwhile, Finn and Jake go in with Princess Bubblegum, or no, are Finn and Jake? Is it just? I think it's just. No, Finn and Jake are there, right? I trying to go through all these episodes. No, it's just Bubblegum and Marceline. I don't think Finn and Jake were in that episode, were they? Yeah, just Bubblegum and Marceline go in because they're spending the time. They were there to spend the day with Simon because Marceline's trying to have Bonnie connect with him a little more because, you know, she has the connection with him. And they go in and they help him with science, kind of stop the virus and set things right. And while in there, we see the original Gunther. We see Simon, not Ice King, but actual Simon. It also mentions Evergreen. It's just really interesting that we even see like other people who have worn the crown are within the crown still. Like their consciousness is like copied into the crown, interestingly, including the first Santa, which is like, all right, Santa apparently is real. And then one person who's only worn the crown once, but their consciousness still resides within it, which is really interesting. I'm very curious to see if this is followed up on at any point. They save the day and get the crown back to normal, and at first it seems like the Betty virus is going to leave, but I guess it just stays and keeps the Simon in their company. So yeah, interesting. It definitely feels like it's setting up for more to be revealed and discussed later on. But as of now, it's just kind of there. Then we have Don't Look. Don't Look has Finn and Jake going up to this mountain that's supposed to have like this crazy thing about it. It's like, oh, it's dangerous and everything, but there's this treasure that can grant your wishes. And they at first can't seem to find it. There's just a skeleton. There's a bunch of pizza boxes and stuff. It's a mess. But Finn eventually takes the sunglasses off the skeleton, revealing these gemstone eyes, which then implant themselves into Finn. And he can use them to kind of transform people into, I guess, how he sees them in a way at any given time. Like, he sees Jake as kind of like this cool big brother figure, so he turns into like this kind of like cool jock bro and everything. I don't know why Princess Bubblegum turned into like a heartthrob teenage boy or however she described it. But it's like Simon turned back into his normal self from the Ice King, even though he still had his mind and his broken mind and all. He looked like his original self again, which, if that's how Finn sees him, that is actually kind of sweet, kind of like wholesome as hell. um, BMO turns into a baby angel, basically like a cherub. It's like all this wild stuff, and eventually Finn starts getting self-conscious about it and turns himself into a monster after he accidentally turns Nectar into just a regular microwave. And Jake has to gather everyone together to encourage him and basically tell him it's like, you're not a monster, you're awesome, we love you, and all of that stuff. It's an interesting episode, and the ending is kind of wild. Like, they, I guess, somehow bake the eyes into a pie thanks to Nectar. I don't understand how that happened, but whatever. Sure. It was interesting. It was definitely a fun watch. Um, but there's a lot about it that just kind of confused me as well. So it's an Adventure Time episode. But then you have the last one of these three, Beyond the Grotto. So the sea lard is back. They decide, oh, we're gonna throw it into the pond, but Shelby ends up like telling them that, oh, the sea lard is a saltwater fish. You can't put it in fresh water like this. It's not a fish. It's a mammal. Shelby was wrong. Um, they chase the sea lard down into the pond, but it leads to a underwater grotto where the water nymphs live, and so we get to see them again and all. But Finn and Jake continue to chase the lard as it goes even further into like this spinning purple whirlpool. Actually, I don't think the whirlpool itself was purple. This takes them into an alternate dimension, which we've seen alternate dimensions in the show before, like Farm World, but it's like this one is like really weird because it's like it's a very different art style, and that seems to almost degrade even further, like the further into it they get and the more like they start to lose themselves. They see like alternate versions of their friends, like Princess Bubblegum is the pond. BMO is a bee. Marceline is like this little plant critter. And for some reason, Ice King's a princess. A purple princess. And it's just like, okay, that's a change. But they, through touching the purple stuff, they start to lose who they are and forget, like, everything. But they continue to chase the sea lard through these circumstances, like thinking it's the rolling pin for this alternate world tree trunks and everything. It was Bush something. I don't remember the full name at the moment. But it just gets weirder and weirder, and eventually the sea lard pushes them into the Princess Bubblegum pond, which sends them back. And yeah. Crazy shit. It's one of those Adventure Time episodes that's just kind of like oh, this might mean something later, but for now it's just kind of random for the sake of random. It's just complete, utter random bullshit. And Adventure Time does that well, but it really does feel like completely out of nowhere and random. And I don't know if it's going to mean something down the line, but it's just like total what the fuck. Um, it was definitely what I would say is the weakest of this set of episodes. These three, the strongest I would say is the first one. Broke his crown. It had the most to do with lore in this series, from what we could tell. And on top of that, it's like I'm always good for a bubbling episode. I'm always good for an episode that focuses on Ice King's past as Simon. Not to mention the return of the original Gunther and mentions of Evergreen and whatnot. It's like this one sets up quite a bit, gives us good lore stuff, great bubbling moments. I like the part, like for example, where Simon inside the crown asks Marceline, it's like, have you found a boyfriend yet? And she's like, no, 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 totally not. I mean, there was one guy, but he's a jerk, so. And it's like, kind of like clear, very clearly, scooting over the entire feelings she's had for bubblegum and everything. Just instead, like, kind of like deflecting the discussion away and briefly mentioning Ash and what I believe that was his name, Ash. But yeah, that was interesting to say the least. But yeah, I'd say that's the best of this set, and the weakest would be the Inside the Grotto for me, or Beyond the Grotto. I don't think it was bad. It just felt like way too random. Like for my personal tastes. That being said, we will continue to check this out next week. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna do. Just kind of, like I said, take it by ear and see what we end up going with. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite episode of this first set for season 8 was. And for now, I'm Connie. And oh, before we sign off, I do want to remind you all, real quick, that we have a lot of great content on the channel. Almost forgot to do this. Between Monday and Friday, we have a plethora of awesome series reactions, and on Monday we have YouTube or YouTube adjacent reactions. Anything that doesn't quite fit into a normal series or movie reaction. Speaking of movie reactions, we have those every Saturday and Sunday. We pre-record them during the week and upload them on the weekend. Just so that every day has some sort of reaction content going on for it. We also have a couple Let's Plays we're currently going through. Spider-Man 2 is being posted every day, and it's probably going to start being posted multiple times every day. And we have Anno Mutationum every Saturday, which is a donation reward Let's Play for Matthew Vasquez. And if you want to know how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play, go to the channel, go to the channel search, and type in one search, June Double Reward Month PS5. Should take you to the correct video that'll tell you everything you need to know on how to donate for a future PS5 Let's Play. So, that all being said now, I thank you so much as always for tuning in. And yeah, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See you all next time.